So that is the real test. Now, when he gets used with his weapons and his climate, his adaptability, he clears level 1, level 2. The real time and real testing time is when he has to kill the real person, that is his enemies, the war front. He may try to run away from the war front because of seeing the war. He may get, nervousness and these kinds of feelings. Now, in real history, if you see, look at the history of Indian history, there is Rani Lakshmi Bai. She also faced the life of a warrior. When the British army was in front of her, she acted like a warrior, that she is always a champion in all situations. If you look at the life of Maharana Pratap, the great Maratha, Shivaji, all such people who are warriors in real life, there's lots and lot to learn from them. Last but not the least, what is the word quality is never give up. A warrior will never give up in his life. Don't change, don't change, don't change. Let it be here only. Yeah. There are only four things to explain. I will explain. Then, this is the state of a warrior. Now, let's come to Dr. J.K. Sir's tablet, Four Obstacles of a Warrior. Why and why do we need in spirituality to be a warrior? Now, what is the real meaning of a spiritual warrior? Now, let's consider. Now, I've told you the life of a warrior. This is the life of a warrior. Now, we are going to explain and compare this warrior situation in our real life when we become spiritual. Now, if you see a spiritual warrior, he has to, the first thing a warrior, spiritual warrior is, the first thing is told is to do meditation, right? Now, what are the real fears that he comes? Now, there are four things in every person, that is the mind, body, intellect, and the soul. If you look at your four fingers, these are the mind, body, intellect, and the soul. So, all his fears will be related to the first fear, will be the body. So, in the beginning, when he is asked to meditate, he may run away from meditation. Why? Because he has the fear of body. He will think, why? I can't sit. I am having body pain. I'm not able to sit for these 10 minutes or 15 minutes. So, he may have body pain. So, this could be one of the hindrance in his life. Second thing, he will think, oh, what is the use of meditation? The whole, he may get fear because of his meditative experience. He may see some kind of past life. He may see some like past experience, like snakes are coming in his meditation. Then he says he may get fear out of that and he may leave the meditation. So, this is the real problem. There are a lot of materialistic pleasures in the external world. So he may think out that life is more pleasurable. Why to sit and meditate? There's nothing coming into our mind. So he may find materialistic pleasures more beneficial as compared to meditation. So these are the things which acts as obstacles in the path of meditation in the earlier stage. Now, the first word, spiritual tablet, itself is the biggest belief which you all have, that tablet means something to be taken for as a substitute, as a medicine. But when you say spiritual tablet, these are wisdom tablets. So you break your own belief here, one thing. Every person will have certain beliefs, his mental conditioning from his birth till his life, because he may be brought out in such a circumstances where his family is rich or poor. So he may be bound by some cultural tradition. So he may have different kinds of beliefs. Then, as his life grows, you may see he may develop into a lot of disease. What are disease? Diseases are just energy blocks in the body. A disease can be, a diabetic. He could become BP patient. He may have certain kinds of joint pains. So all these are his pains related to energy blocks, and they are really connected with your Mooladhara chakra or the Swadhisthana chakra. So, the first thing, he has to get rid of all these fears by understanding whether it is related to his body. Now, his mind will play games. He will say, what is the use of sitting for 10 minutes? He may get experiences of his relatives, or he may get experiences of his relationship. He may have committed mistakes in life. He may learn the lesson. So, there are a lot of emotional trauma going on in his mind during meditation. So, this is also one of the fear. Then we come to the next fear, that is the intellectual fear. So sometimes people come and tell you may become a monk. if you meditate too much. So people have this kind of beliefs. At the age of 60, you have to go to one press, you may have to go to a mountain to meditation. So people have very certain norms about meditation. So this could be the intellect fear that lot of information is coming. Oh, if you do meditation, your third eye may be having problem and you may not handle its power, because every sort of information is on the YouTube. So nowadays the social media is the greatest obstacle, because you get lot of information bombardment from there. So at the soul level also, even if your third eye is being activated, you are resisting it. So this is the soul level fear. So you may become lazy. You may say, oh, what is the use of meditation when I'm getting materialistic benefit? So the third kind, you may become lazy also, and you may adapt to comfort zones also. You may have abuse in your life. You may have physically somebody has abused you, or mentally somebody has told you something which you may feel as hurt. So these are the real obstacles when we come to fear. There are four types of fears. Their fear is the fear of body, fear of mind, fear of intellect, and fear of the soul. Now, the question is how to come out of all these fears. Now, if you look at your problems, the fear will always reside in the Mooladhar, that is your lower chakra. And then the Swadhisthana, that the water element. You will be entangled in lot of emotions. It could be anxiety, depression, nervousness. So, first thing is you have to start reading lot of books. What kind of books? Yes, you are correct. You have to listen to spiritual books. It could be You Forever from Lobsam Rampa, The Four Agreements from Don McGill. So these kind of books, The Mind Waves from Betty Shine, all these books will help you to overcome your fears, because knowledge and wisdom is the only thing which will help you to bring that awareness, and then you will come out of this meditation. So 50% of your fear goes away by intense meditation. So when we do Sajjan Sangatya, what is Sajjan Sangatya? Like when I told, he may get dreams of past life experience. He may get dreams of snakes. So what is happening? If you share these dreams with like-minded people who are meditators, they may help you to solve your problem. Oh, there's nothing to fear, because a snake denotes an object which is denoted with your past life. So then this fear goes away. So when you discuss whether you are on the right path or not, I am seeing colors, I am not able to sit. So all these like-minded people, when they join together, you will have group consciousness, and they will help you to elevate your level from this to this. So this is how you get rid of your fears by Sajjan Sangatya and Swadhyay. So when you do the Swadhyay, it helps you to reduce the 40%. So 10% fear which you have is natural, and that can be slowly and slowly as you move on this journey, it can be taken away. So I hope you are clear with the first obstacle, the fear. There are four types of fear, and I have explained you clearly that what are these fears: the body fear, the mind fear, the intellectual fear, and the this mm, soul fear. Yes. So sometimes, people say you should have a dress code for meditation. You will become a monk. You have to dress like a monk, or you may become a monk. You have to go to Himalayas. So all these are bombardment of wrong information from the society or this. Now, when your third soul level, when you progress on the meditation path, you really try to sit, and now you're able to sit for 1 hour, and you are able also to do full moon meditation. Slowly and slowly, what will happen? Your third eye will be activated. Now with the third eye comes your powers. You may get lot of powers. You may able to have your intuitive power. You may able to see what is happening in the future. So you can have this kind of fear. Oh, I'm able to see the future, and then you get nervousness or anxiety jitters. Oh, I'm able to see in my future. So actually, you are only seeing your shadow self. Sometimes people have fear about astral travels. Oh, will I able to return to my body or not? So these kind of powers will help and also create obstacles sometimes in the case of a meditator. So now these fears, he can really come out again by the same thing, by sharing his meditative experience with all the like-minded people. You can read Illusions by Richard Bad, Seagull, Jonathan Seagull by Richard Bad. These books will help you to overcome all these fears. Then we have the next obstacle is the ego consciousness. Now let's see what is ego consciousness. Ego is when you either analysis and paralysis, when this is called, that is, you are in the constant mode of thinking, overthinking. Somebody tells you something, you get attached quickly to that thought, and then you start analyzing, oh, why did he hurt me? Was I wrong in saying that? Then you do again, no, no, I should have said that. It could have been in a better way. So you are only talking to your own inner self, that inner critical dialogue is going on, and your mind is not at peace. This is called ego consciousness. And when does this happen? There are two cases when this happens. When your self esteem is too low, when you think that, oh, I can't do it, I am not from that family, my cultural background is like that, I cannot cope up with all these hard and difficult tasks. This is when you're thinking too less, when you're not aware of your true potential. Or you think too high, when you feel that, oh, I am so sophisticated, I am a rich person, I have this. Why should I go and teach some people in the slum areas? So then your ego consciousness is a problem. So if you had really seen about static and dynamic tablet, the scientist, what does the scientist do? He had ego first. First, he was so egoistic about his scientific. He taught to everybody, and he tried to disrupt the belief of their religious belief, that why do you worship a stone? Because he's a scientist, he doesn't think that, the God is residing in a stone. So these kind of ego consciousness will come. So mind becomes rigid, and you are stuck in that belief level, because your mental conditioning is like that. So here you have to break the pattern to observe what is ego. And ego will definitely go with intense meditation, when you bring out new knowledge, and when you try to become humble. When you think that ahem brahmasmi, that you are God, and everybody which you see around, he is also having the same essence of God. So there is the same level of thinking. Yes, I am seeing Tatvamasi, that he is also the same person. And the knowledge which you are getting from books is always the same. That is Sarva Khalidam Brahma. Everywhere godliness is there. Every object has that consciousness. And you are doing nothing in this world. You are just a, you can say, a mediator, because everything is done by God. All the five elements are working in your favor. You are in the center of the universe, right? So the five elements here, the water, space, air, all are working in your favor, and without them you cannot survive. Then what is ego? Why you are having the concept of me, mine, this is myself, this is mine, this is my land, this is my house, my parents, my relationship? But actually, if you see on a bigger picture, if you see the bigger picture, you are just a speck of energy in this big universe. You are part of the same universe like rest of the people. All the people also have the same consciousness. They have the same problems like you. So there you have to break the barrier. When you think from a wider perspective, then your ego consciousness dissolves and you become as sweet and as humble. Now, if you look, all these egoistic problems lies in your Manipur chakra, right? What is the Manipur chakra? The third element, the fire element. What is your capability? Why you are not able to cope up with the society, your relationship? Why are the barriers among them? Then you try to understand what is that which is I am doing wrong. You tangle yourself with your emotions. You handle your emotion. You deal with what kind of negative thought pattern I am having. Whether my thoughts are negative, can I change them to positive, or can I change my thoughts into miraculous? So, when you deal with your thought pattern and try to break down, all your problems related to money praksha get solved. Now, what are the signs? As I told you, the disease is the greatest sign which keeps on telling you that where you are lacking. Now, if you look at Manipur chakra or the Anahat chakra, the problems related with these is stomach issues. You will have a lot of stomach issues related to the Manipur chakra. Your intestine may have liver disorders, you may have gastric troubles, you may have bloating, you may become obese, you may have a BP, you may have heart problems. So whenever these kind of problems arise, think that there's a clear indication that you have to work on your obstacle called the ego. So here you have to become very flexible. You cannot be static at this point. So this is the second obstacle you can get rid of when you come to the Manipur chakra, and these are the problems associated with Manipur chakra. I hope the second obstacle is very clear. Now we move to the third obstacle. Change the slide. The laziness. And rather change the slide. The laziness. Uh, what is laziness? Laziness is when you are in your own comfort zone. What is comfort zone? You are teaching meditation to a group of people in online. So you're feeling comfortable, right? And you don't change your goals. You are teaching from the last 1 year, you are on the same platform, you're teaching meditation to the same group of people, then you become lazy. So laziness is when you get used to the some kind of routine and you're not able to break that routine is laziness. Same like the warrior, which I told earlier. He may become used to some kind of routine and then it becomes into lethargy or laziness. So the indication for this is some kind of skin eruptions or skin disease will come in your life. So that is the stage when you have to feel that yes, the greatest obstacle is spiritual laziness. Now you have to change your role, you have to change the position, you can become from online to offline. Go and move out of your house. Go and teach some people outside your house. Go to some city where some like-minded people meditations are taking. Go to some other spiritual tablet platform. It could be another city. From Bangalore you can shift to Madras for a few days and teach there. So when you move out of your comfort zone and then you are on a spiritual path, then this kind of problem will not be there. So, a knowledgeable person in his society will always be stuck in the mundane routines and laziness, making him, delay in learning new things. The best thing GK sir says is to get out of laziness is either learn music or you learn a new language. When you start learning, new language, you will try to activate some kind of your brain activities, and this new learning will help you to move out of your comfort zone and come out of its laziness. So these are, even you can go for some nature retreat. This will also help you because when as and more you get closer to the nature, what will happen? You will learn new things. You will have get fresh oxygen. Your body will feel relaxed and rejuvenated. So this problem of spiritual laziness will also be overcome. So, like I said, when you start on the spiritual journey and when you meditate, what will happen? After a few years of meditation, your third eye get activated. When your third eye get activated, it is really called as gold concept. The gold. What is the gold? You never use gold for, petty things. You don't go and buy vegetables, grains with this gold. And how do you earn that gold? After lot of savings, you work from day and night and do some kind of job, you are in the professional life, and after few years of your savings, then you go and buy the gold. It's not that one day you go and buy the gold. It is the savings of your hard work, which you have hard work and then earn. Similarly, as you meditate for years together, that power is called the third eye power. So when you use this power simply for petty things, you are wasting that power. So it is said that all that spiritual power which you have gained, which is third eye through meditation, it should not be misused. You cannot go and gossip around. When you gossip around, this energy will get dispersed. So you have to use your powers carefully. You cannot start healing people by using this third power, the gold power. So sometimes, you may commit minor mistakes using this power. The power could be the power of your speech, power of place, what position you are playing in society. It could be the power of your time and power of money. Sometimes, when money comes, you think I should do charity. So this is you are using your powers very wrongly. This is also an obstacle in your life that you start giving clothes, you start giving food to other people. So according to Patriji, the greatest thing which money can bring is building more of such pyramids where people can come and meditate, because actually you come into this earth for your soul progress, not for this materialistic benefits. So any person, any other person can give them materials, right? So you are not that person. But here If you become a spiritual warrior, your greatest power lies in evolving the other souls. So your contribution towards the society is making him help him to get on his soul journey, right? So for a new person to teach him meditation may take time, so that is the greatest obstacle. It took time for you to overcome these four obstacles, in the same way you have to make him realize, the new person, that you can also come overcome the fear, you can overcome your ego consciousness, and you can also overcome spiritual laziness. Then you start teaching him all about power. You teach him some new books, new ideas of the books which you get, which has helped you to raise your consciousness. So in this way, you are using the power. So you can use your money power to build some spiritual pyramids. You can help them to get them on this journey. You can buy them good books, or the best gift which you can gift is the Dhyan Jagat magazine, right? So it has got lot of information on consciousness, on meditation. Such books, when you go and gift them, it will help the other souls to evolve. So this is how you are helping a new person to move on a journey on the spiritual path. So this is the gold concept when you get the power, that the third eye power. And if you are misusing, then what kind of problems? You may get paralysis, you may get neurological disorder. So if you are having these kind of problems like depression, neurological problem, or this paralysis, think you have misused your spiritual power. So all diseases which you have in real life are indications of all the obstacles in life. So you have to keep on check what kind of disease I am having, which chakra is affected by that, and how I can come out of it. The only thing to come out of all the physical body ailments is to do meditation. The 12 basic tablets, if one starts applying on oneself, everybody, the whole obstacles will slowly and slowly be overcome. So the power should be used wisely. It should not be you wasted on anybody's healing or like this. So I said you can build pyramids. Even you can act as a catalyst for the pyramid. You can just administer the process of pyramid making, or you can do the promotional work. Like if somebody is there, you can do administrative work, back end work. There's so many services which you can provide. So you have to find out what is your real power. Once you come to know about your power, then you can find what kind of service I can do in this community. Can I just distribute pamphlets and bring more people to the pyramid center? Can I motivate some people to come to the pyramid center and then they meditate there? Can I do myself and initiate an Anapansati meditation for all these meditators? Can I tell something from a book? Can I tell a paragraph related to some, like you forever you have read? You can take some stanza and explain the Swadhyay. You can explain the book. So in this way, you are helping other souls on this soul journey. So these are the ways which you can help and guide people to get on the spiritual journey. That is called the, then you collect the people and then you do the Sajan Sangit. Okay, we have meditated now for 1 hour. What is your experience in meditation? You share. So everybody shares their meditative experience. And once the meditative experience is shared, then you analyze what kind of problems they are facing. And according to spiritual tablets, what is the object science they are giving? What needs to be done by them? Should they do for service part, or should they help other souls in teaching something else? So in this way, you do the analysis and paralysis and then find out which tablet is related to which disease. And this spiritual power is related to Vishuddha chakra. Laziness is related to your um, Manipuraka, I think so. It's not mentioned. Your ego conscious is related to your Manipur chakra. So in this way, all these problems related to various chakras come as indicators in life. Yes, this is the indication that I am getting and I have to work upon my laziness, or I have to work upon my spiritual power. So there are a lot of books which Patriji also recommend. If you cannot read books, you can listen to Swadhyayas on PMC Hindi channel. There are different books on PMC English also. Global channel is there where you can listen to the book reading. The Jonathan Living Seagull is an excellent example of the group consciousness, how a seagull from finds his own ability, finds his own inner potential to fly high in the sky. Then later, when he gets into group consciousness, he learns that what is group consciousness, how people get elevated through group consciousness. And then when he understands his true potential, he comes back to earth to teach people about their inner potential. They can also become the same like him. They can also become divine. Every soul is potentially divine. That is the biggest saying from the Jonathan Seagull, that each and every soul which has come to this earth is potentially divine. It has its own inner potential and its own inner power. It is only through meditation he can realize his true potential and come out of it. So, as I told you in the beginning, what is the life of a warrior and why we have to become a spiritual warrior? Your question may be because we are on a meditative journey. We have come for a soul purpose here, and our purpose is to raise our own consciousness first. And then, when our consciousness is raised, we have to do service and also help other souls to evolve. So, the final thing is to get enlightenment, like the Lord Buddha, because you have to get the knowledge how to come to that level where Buddha got enlightenment. So, the whole soul purpose here is to know your real self, that you are neither the body, neither the mind, you are the soul. So, Ahem Brahmasmi, I am soul, that Raman Maharshi taught. The same thing you have to teach to other people also. So, in this way, when the warrior gets all these problems eradicated, he will be able to do his duties properly. Then, when he gets his training done, he gets detached, his resilience is built, his immunity is stronger now. He's not thinking about the outcomes of the war, he just has to perform them. So similarly, you can also, when your all your obstacles are gone, when your fear is gone, when your ego consciousness is gone, you know what is your power, you come out of your laziness, then the meditation which you do will turn out to be miraculous. Then manifestation of your dreams will become very faster. What you think, the thought power will start materializing. That is what is mind to matter. Because the universe will be aligned with your mind and your dreams and desire will be fulfilling. So, in this way, on a spiritual journey, when you overcome all the four obstacles, you will achieve your goal soon. So, this was the four obstacles of a warrior. I think I am able to do justice with this. And thanks for giving me the opportunity to explain the four obstacles of a warrior. If you have any questions, you may raise your hand and we can clear one by one. And you may also switch on your videos so that we are a big soul family and we can look at one another also. So, you have any doubts, you can ask.
Thank you, Anjana.
Thank you. Thank you. My pleasure.
Very, yeah, it was very good. Good
Thank you.
presentation.
Thank you.
I'm not, yeah, okay, yeah, okay. Does anybody have any questions? Is my voice audible?
Yeah, you are audible. Yeah,
Okay,
very
okay,
good.
yeah, okay.
Subramaniam Tatya is there. Anuradha
Yeah.
is there.
Mm. Anuradha is, and I think it was only three of us, four, yeah, four of us. Somebody else joined. I think they left. She left, I think. Amita. Someone.
Because I think they couldn't understand English. They are from the Hindi.
Ah, okay. Yeah, CSCS में डालो तो ऐसे ही होता है. That's okay. But some most of the time Anuradha Joshi भी आती है कभी-कभी, but she didn't come. That's
You have
fine.
stopped the recording? No.
Yes, just stop the recording. ఆతే ఇందులో పెట్టారేమో
Good evening, Subramanian Tatya. How are you? Seeing you after a long time. If you can switch on your video, we can have a face of. I think he's just listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good evening,
Hello.
good evening.